Hey guys, I got this bracket extender for my ATV over here, little Sportsman 450. It's okay, it does what I need. Nothing super fancy. It could have got something a little more scooty, a little bigger. But these things, I don't know, this thing is $8,000. They've gone up. But it does everything I need around the house here. I zoom back and forth to the house. I tow a little trailer with it. Keep the yard clean. It's really just utility. I probably won't ever do it out in the woods for play or anything because I have the big old Broncos, a couple of those things. I'll be digging this one out here shortly to put these 35s on it. That's why I'm kind of cleaning up. I've been doing a ton of work in the garage here cleaning. This is the armor for the front and the back of this. I'm waiting for a winch. This piece here comes with this piece. I think the winch bracket though, the winch I'm getting is a Polaris winch, and I think it replaces that bracket. But I'm going to put this this on now because I think that's all. Yeah, I'm going to put that on. It's pretty simple, quick, and I'm going to put on this rack on the back here. I figured you guys get a kick out of that. I'd show you that. I'll show you the finished product. Don't do these bolts here to tie it down, and won't bore you with all that. Plus, I don't want to put the camera on a pedestal. But yeah, got guys here tearing off the roof and stuff, so I'm back and forth doing that too. So, but yeah, so I'll put this on and show you the finished product. See you later. Bye. Okay guys, I decided to tear this apart farther. I'm going to go ahead and pull the seat, pull the side panel. It's pretty easy. There's some other videos on that. Pull the fuse panel up under the headlight. Fixing to pull this front end off. What I'm going to do, I've got this power steering kit right here in this box right here that I'm going to put in there. It steers okay, but power steering would help it quite a bit, especially if grandkids or littler people ride it. My wife, she has a hard time steering it. I think the way they got the caster set on it is to make it so it isn't as tippy. I think they got a little bit too much camber caster in it, so it makes it hard to steer sometimes. Then I put this rear bumper on, so I got that part done. And then, because I don't fool around much with the back. And then I've got this extender rack that goes on there. I think it's the wrong size. I'm going to look at it. I can still make it work, but I think it's the wrong size. And then the front bumper, I got to still put that on, but I'm going to wait till I do the power steering. And the winch will be here, looks like today. So I'll probably do the power steering, the winch, and all that. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring you up to date on this. I got more to do on it, and I won't be able to hold the camera and stuff and do what I got to do. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Thanks. See you later. Bye. All right, guys, we're about back here, about halfway through this project, putting a winch on it and power steering. And I already put this rack on. It wasn't the right rack. I probably picked it wrong. It's a 22 450. He might have sent me the wrong rack, but I made it work. I put these bolts in it with some big old metal threaded plates, and that worked pretty cool. And then come up through here with some 8mm metrics, about an inch long, and bolted it down. I'm not going to tie a lot of stuff to it. It's just really hooked to plastic. All of this is really just plastic. There's some metal rods in here that you could probably tie to, that are bolted down to the frame a little better, but it's not bad. I like what they did here. I think they had some up in the part here, they have some plastic bushings, which may or may not be great, but I don't think there's a ton of leverage there. What I liked here though is on both of these, on the kit and this, they put a seal bearing. That's a good thing in that, on that shaft, because that's really where all your pivot point is. That's where everything stabilizes, because those tie rods come back and forth on that. So I think that's something they did well. We'll see how it holds up. This new piece looks like this. You bolt that down still. There's a couple pieces there that are loose still that I got to bolt down. And then the motor's right here. I got the bracket attached to it, and you drop that down in there. And then, and of course the winch will go on the front here. I've got a Polaris winch that's all contained. I'll break it out of the box, show you before I put it in. But it's synthetic rope. It's all contained and should bolt right in. It's a Polaris brand winch. So we'll see. And then I'll install this front guard, and that'll kind of get this little project done. And it'll have, you know, I put the back on. I think I showed you that already. And then it'll have the front and rear bumpers and the power steering and a little winch and a front bumper. And I'll use it. I've used the heck out of it so far. I've been really shocked. I think if I got 4 acres here. I think if I had 10, I'd have to have a little tractor with a bucket and stuff. But this is good for hot shotting around the property, so you're not walking back and forth 100 times, grabbing stuff and doing stuff. I keep tools and stuff back here, but sometimes you need them up at the other garage in the other house. And then eventually when I build the other garage, I just need transportation around this property, and it's shocking. And I clean up a lot of debris and stuff with it too, and a lot of branches that fall off all these trees, and do a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, I'll keep going on this and catch you up to speed as it is more completed. See you later. Hey guys, here's the finished product where I got done with the power steering and the winch that I added. And I added this extended rack in the back and the rear bumper to this. And that came out pretty good. And then I got front bumper and winch. And I'll get down here, you can see this is the winch. It was a basic winch, doesn't have wireless. I guess you could add wireless, but it was their kind of a pretty much plug and play winch. Didn't take too long to put it in there. The electric power steering is right there. Let me see, let me get back here. I'm kind of trying to get my bearings here. This phone's telling me stuff. The electric power steering's right here, and I put that in, got that set. This is the ECU for it. I made a plate. I just tapped 1/4 bolts in there to hold the plate in there, and that worked out pretty good. The wiring I did it where I got it to, all I have up here is positive and negative. Back down in there, you'll see ground. That's to the frame. That's everything really grounds there. Well, that's where I run my winch ground and my steering ground. And then over here on the solenoid, I run my winch power and steering power. And then there's also an accessory switch. I mean, not accessory, but a switch up. I mean, a accessory plug up there because it needed hot power. And then I had to tap in back here. I don't know if you can see it very good. Probably can't too well. But you had to tap into the speed sensor back here with a blue wire. And that was for your power steering. And then up here is for the winch. And it doesn't work unless the key's on. And then, speaking of turning the key on, we'll do that. Let it boot. That's the winch. Winch works. And then the power steering. It's like nothing. Turns very easy now. I haven't driven it yet, but yeah. And then you turn it off. Makes a little noise for a second, but then it's solid now. It won't move hardly unless you really push it. But yeah, so the power steering works, and the I guess this little project's done. Gives me the armor front and rear, a winch, and power steering, and racks, and yeah, just kind of cool. It's a good little rig. It runs, I don't know, maybe 40-45 mile an hour. Like I said, I use it just for mostly utility around the house. It's just get things done. It's not, I don't really plan on really wheeling with it much because I got these beasts that I can wheel with for real. So, but this is fun. I've really enjoyed, just scooting around, and it saved me a lot of work. A lock that back up. Saved me a lot of work and a lot of walking, a lot of crazy stuff, and moving branches and bushes. And we'll see. And hopefully it'll the winch and all that will work really well. And it'll do. It's a 3,500 pound winch, and we'll just see. This thing weighs, I don't know, 800 or 900 pounds. So I'll probably use snatch blocks if I need to really pull something big, because of this. It'd probably pull this before it pulled anything too big out of the way. But anyways, yeah, that's it. It's kind of rigged up, and that's probably all the accessorizing I'll ever do to it. I don't think I'd make it go fast or anything. Maybe some tires eventually after these wear a little bit more. But again, it's just mostly utility and getting around, and occasionally, you know, if I needed to do something. But I really run and get the mail way down the end of the driveway and move the garbage can around and tow a utility trailer. But yeah, I figured you guys get a kick out of it, and that's kind of I'll piece these together so you guys can kind of see the little project. But see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.